Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of our G&A podcast. I am Gabidu's biggest fan, Soberoni, and I'm joined by...
I am the second princess of England, Carissa, also Drooby-Doo.
I was going to go with that one too, but I chose Gabidu instead. And today, we are going to cover another week in anime, a shorter week than normal because one show decided to have a recap episode, you know... at the end of the season, where there's only 2 episodes left in the season, but whatever.
Hey, in case you forgot everything that happened.
In case you were not caught up on the very complex plot of Goblin Slayer, we will be skipping that this week, because recaps and all that. So first off, let's start off, as usual, with Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 11. Gabidu is here.
Yep, he came, got his ass beat, and he left.
It's funny because I don't know. I really like Gabidu, even though I tend to hate that type of character, like the obvious joke, stupid character. It's just there for comic relief and to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, but like it's funny because he's a lizard with a really bad toupee.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's Kazuma's voice actor. So.
Like I believe it just doesn't sound like Kazuma.
It has he has this verbal, like, you know, his verbal energy. Like he'll do the weird turn of phrases and like he has his annotation in his voice and everything. So
I'm not saying it's not necessarily him. I'm just saying he's just doing a good job with making another voice because like they're not like the same voice.
No, they're not. Either way, I love both of them. So
yeah.
Another character I loved from this episode was Shion, who I did not expect to actually love as much as I did.
Huh.
But I feel like that's unfair because they just gave her the spotlight for like
they kind of really did.
Whole episode.
The entire episode. Which is weird because they didn't give her much attention like before.
At all. Yeah, no, they didn't show any Shion love before. One scene with Shauna, I think that's her name. She was cute, but
was that the princess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Overshadowed by Shion, sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, who? Well, yeah. I love the whole cooking scene.
Oh yeah. The Shion being a shitty cook and putting everyone in danger. I just love everyone's reaction to it, where they're like not paying attention, not looking at him.
The old man disappeared. And then poor Gapta.
Yeah, that's another thing I wasn't expecting. Gapta being the butt of the joke of everything. Yeah. I was not expecting him to actually beat Gabidu for whatever reason. Like it was a battle of joke characters.
I thought it was gonna be like. Well, I didn't think he was gonna outright lose. I just thought it was gonna be like a good fight.
I thought something would happen, like they would both lose or something, because they're both like idiots. So. Yeah.
But I guess Gapta is an idiot trained by the great Rimuru.
Yeah.
And the rest of the ogres?
Yes.
Yes, ogres.
Don't call them orcs to their face.
I know, right? I was like, I really didn't think about that one.
I kind of feel like Gapta might actually be, on the low, a powerful character.
That's what they're implying.
Yeah. Because he got poison resistance now from the food. He has his shadow skill.
Yeah, they're like actually like
hyping him up a bit.
Lot. Yeah, like this episode, they're like, wait, is he actually have potential? Is he not just like a shit character? Because like the whole joke was like, whenever we become a hobgoblin, they all got like tall and strong, but Gapta just stayed like tiny.
The same, yeah. So maybe he's like some kind of rare species of goblin that's just like
a
prodigy that learns skills from other races,
just
like him, like
just
slime.
like Rimuru. Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's interesting. Let's see. There's also an introduction of a new character, Trainee, a dryad.
Mm-hmm.
She literally just came out of nowhere and she was like, "Hey, feed the Orc Lord for us," even though they were probably going to do that anyways.
I'm kind of like waiting for this other girl to show up that's in the front of the poster of the show, with the pink hair and the twin tails, and the thigh highs are like pink and white. I'm waiting for her to show up. I thought she was going to be the dryad, but apparently not.
Oh, you're so disappointed.
I'm assuming that she'll just show up next arc then, because this seems to be the ogre arc, and then I'm guessing we'll get her arc next. But we're like halfway through the season, and she's not in yet, so I'm getting concerned.
Oh no, for you.
Concern is mounting.
You're like that meme where it's like, when it's Kermit the Frog, like, watches Netflix and it, like, remembers all things, all your responsibilities. Watches Netflix stressfully. That's like you now. You're like, oh no, where's my harem?
Yeah. I love this show because it just has a lot of character and personality, and I love the cast, and the cast is all unique and interesting.
It was a very entertaining episode.
Rimuru as a character himself is really fun. I like how he does his, like, just the little interactions he has with all his I guess you could say family, but all his, like, his group of people with him. So I don't know, I just like, it just has a lot of character. It oozes character and personality. It doesn't feel like your average isekai with like a cast of like stock generic characters that just, this is the tsundere, this is the loli, this is
the yandere.
Yeah, yandere, whatever. And the main character is some OP asshole who's just whatever.
Who's just cute,
though. It kind of is that kind of thing, though, because, I mean, Rimuru is OP.
But he's not an asshole.
He's not an asshole. He's not a Kirito.
He has tons of personality.
Yeah, he has a lot of personality, so I don't know. This is what I call effective use of tropes.
Yep, I would say so as well. Well done. Next.
Yep. Next up, we have Golden Kamui episode 10, season 2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cause my no, this isn't my episode of the week.
This is not your episode of the week.
This is not my episode of the week.
Me either. Oh, I really wanted to.
This is very close.
Because this episode was absolutely fucking amazing. It was so good.
It was really good. That's why I just, without second thought, I was just like, this is my episode of the week. I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be my episode of the week next week. Like, I don't think anything is going to top what's happening next episode. That's because, like, I feel like this was like kind of like this was like a setup-ish. This is what I like about this episode. It's like only half of the episode was set up.
Yeah, and the whole setup part I actually loved, because it was so, I was on the edge of my skin, like, I'm really tense. I was invested in knowing whether this was Asunipa's father or not, and they set it up really, really well, where you're like, I don't know who's who. And I completely forgot that there's still this element of everyone not trusting each other, and that they're eventually gonna betray each other at some point. And then when it happened, I was like, "Oh shit, that's right! They're on opposite sides."
Freaking! Okay. I know. Oh god! It was like Batman. He literally just comes out of the ground. He's like, "Hey, you guys like even say you trust each other, huh?" And he just goes back down the hole. I'm just like, Jesus.
I love that. First off, the prisoner, I guess he was like a body double.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me. He looks like a zombie from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Word.
So that was a good fake out. But I don't know. I just love. This is another show where I just love the characters and the cast, and I'm invested in the whole mystery behind.
Yeah, I can't believe Hijikata absolutely just set them the fuck up. Like,
even though we should have seen that coming.
We should have. But because it hasn't, I feel like there were so many other opportunities where it could have happened. I think we were surprised because it finally happened. It was like, there were so many opportunities. And now you finally did it. It's just like, I don't know, I can imagine now, if like, I'd still be shocked if like 2 or 3 episodes could have come in as like, oh, I'm betraying you guys now. Like, it would still shock me because once again, he also had multiple opportunities where he could have just let them all die.
Yeah. And I'm also, like, loving the fact that Tsurumi just shows up at the end with his, like, fleet of destroyer ships, just blows up a bridge, encircles the island, and now there's, like, there's this huge war between all these, like, 3 or 4 or 5 different factions going on right now, and I don't know who's on whose side.
All I know is that they're all after Naparabo and Asirpa.
Yeah. There's probably I was just thinking about it, there's probably gonna be like a revolt of prisoners on the island, probably.
Oh yeah, so absolutely, the prisoners.
It's gonna be like prisoners versus the guards versus Lieutenant Tsurumi.
As I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be episode of the week next week because it's gonna be a total shit show.
It's just gonna
literally the name of the episode is called Overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think they mean that on multiple fronts.
You know what could have used a recap episode though? The show.
Yeah, there's any show that can use a recap.
I wouldn't mind a recap in this show, but
there's only one other anime on our lineup that definitely could use a recap.
There's
show.
One other,
and even after that, I don't think we'd understand.
It would need like a recap season,
and it's actually own series that's just full of recaps.
Every week it needs to be like 2 episodes. One is just like a recap of like the previous 4 episodes, and then the regular new episode.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Index, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay, you saw it on your face. Yeah, I was like, oh god, he's about to like swallow that piece of fuzz like on his lip.
But yeah, great episode. As always, next week is looking to be absolutely, probably the best episode in the series, possibly. So if you're not watching Golden Kamui, do it.
Yeah. Watch it. What are you doing with your life? Stop being stupid. You can grind FGO and watch it at the same time.
Yes, I do it. You can too. Find out how. All right. Moving on.
Yep. It is Zombieland Saga, episode 11, which is just literally a whole episode of Sakura being depressed and kind of a bitch and making Junko and Lily cry. So I was not a fan of that, even though I understand why. I have really, really mixed feelings. I know you do. Because on one hand, I hate when comedies do this, where it's like gets very like the last 2 episodes have to be like serious and drama filled. Yeah, and it's like we can't have fun anymore. We gotta talk about the story and the plot. And I'm like, you could have done this in a more fun way. I actually would disagree. I think they had enough humor. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, at the same time, there was also some really good comedy moments in this episode. They had, like... Definitely Yugiri. I personally feel like it was light enough for it to not be so, I don't know. I feel like this was a drama episode with hints and pieces of comedy versus being a comedy with hints and pieces of drama. But even then, I don't think the drama in this episode was bad. I don't think it was suffocating by any means. I mean, Sakura was just a bitch. Yeah, she was just being a depressing bitch. But even that they explained in like in my opinion, in a comedic way. Yeah. Like they're like, well, I want to do something, and then I got a cold. I want to run, and I pull my muscle, and then I pull my muscle, and then I pull my muscle. Yeah, like there's bits and pieces that were fun. And I kind of get where Sakura's coming from. Like, oh, every time I try to do something, I fail at it. So, like, the last thing I tried to do was become an idol, and then I got hit by a truck and died. Yeah. And I actually love that scene where she was talking about it, and instead of showing it, well, one time she was talking about it, and they actually showed it, and the second time she was talking about it, and you just see her running out the house, but the camera stays looking from inside the hallway, yeah, and you just hear the car crash and everything. Yeah. It made it feel even more dramatic. So, like, it was a well done episode, but I don't know how I feel about it being the second to last episode in the season. Because I'd rather it end on a more upbeat note than have this, like, kind of forced Sakura scenario where she's just a bitch to everyone. And oh, well, we know what's gonna happen next week. Next week she's gonna get her funk. She's gonna be like, oh, yeah, give me an idol, and then we're all gonna be happy again. That's why I really, really wish we got a Yugiri episode and a Tai episode. Yeah, that's why I have mixed feelings about this episode. I don't know how to feel. I liked it. Like I said, I'm just, even though I was jokingly saying that, like, I didn't like that she was being a bitch and she made them cry, but it's like, I did like the Lily scene. The Lily scene was nice. Why is that star so sharp? Yeah. Why is that star so sharp? Literally about to, like, literally look like a freaking, like a shuriken. Yeah. I also like Saki slaps her in the head and her just keeps spinning like a clean 5 seconds. I don't know. Like I said, there's just a lot of funny parts where this didn't feel like really heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to see how next week shapes up. I kind of have a feeling I know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
But then again, Zombieland Saga has a way of, like, flipping the script sometimes. So, for all I know, it could just end up completely different than how I think it's going to be.
Zombie Slayers come out and kill them all at the end.
I really want this to get a second season. Really, really badly, though. It definitely needed more than 12 episodes. This needed to be, like, I don't know if I would say a 24-episode series. Because that might be a bit much. But I wouldn't mind, like... I really wouldn't mind, like, a second season. Or, like, maybe even a few OVAs or something.
Yeah, I think OVAs are, like, the perfect answer.
Yeah. I don't know, Side Games has a shit ton of money, so it's possible.
Oh my god.
We might get a fucking fighting game or something. Get Platinum
Zombieland Saga movie.
We might get Sakura and Smash or something. Who knows?
Sakura Smash confirmed.
But yeah, looking forward to the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is not Goblin Slayer, because that was a recap episode. If you want to know what we thought about that, watch our previous 11 podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, we're moving on to my episode of the week.
And mine as well.
Oh god, this is a sad state of affairs. To Aru Majitsu no Index Season 3,
really
Episode 11.
This is just a good episode.
This is your episode of the week twice in a row, by the way. To Aru Majitsu. This must be your, by that logic, this is your favorite arc of the series.
Oh, right. So is mine. Okay, but this is for like totally different reasons. This is like the extremely opposite reason.
It is.
Because this episode is actually good.
This episode was really, by far, best episode of the series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Best episode hands
easily.
down.
Easily.
I was able to follow it, so it was plus 50 points there. The twist. That twist at the end
was...
Ooh.
That's literally what made it the episode of the week. Because it just casually just still put it in there. Oh, I'm actually going to take over England.
Yeah. And they didn't need to do, like... It felt really well paced this episode, as opposed to like the usual 2-hour Index episodes where shit is happening everywhere. And you have no idea, like 50 different groups are doing things.
I feel like we didn't miss out on anything, which is one of the things I always like. That's like my biggest critique. Like they'll show like fights or scenes where I think I'd really want to watch, but no, I all the action I wanted to see, I was fine with. They didn't. There was nothing implied that was going to be really crazy happening.
Yeah. Like,
we're just going to show this fight instead.
Some stuff happened off screen, but it was like minor stuff. So
yeah, it was like, oh, we took down this member of New Light.
Also, New Light is easier to remember than having like a bunch of conflicting acronyms for like school and class and study and blah, blah, blah. Like pen, pencil.
Book.
So, it's going in the right direction with the names of groups.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved the royalty, like the queen.
Yeah, the queen and the princesses.
Oh, I'm so mad that spoiler, that the second princess is evil.
First of all, don't say spoiler. First of all, this whole podcast is a spoiler.
I'm just mad because I loved her. We had Drew said early on, like, isn't she just Mordred?
She's literally just Mordred.
She's just literally
when I saw her,
Mordred.
I was like, a blonde woman who wears all red, who is royalty and has a claim to the throne.
Very tomboyish.
Yep, very tomboyish. Yep.
Oh my god!
And also betrays
betrays her mother and tries to throw a coup
yeah.
for all knights. I'm like, oh my god, you're just Mordred.
She literally just Mordred. They just gave her. They just called her Carissa.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her Mordred. Anyway, I loved her. I loved the whole family. Like the queen being stupid.
Yeah, she's like really like she's also kind of tomboy. She's literally reminds me of Arturia.
Yeah, yeah. She was fun.
Remember when they were all trying to like take the selfie?
And he tackles her.
And then he tells you, I want this. I want to be in the selfie too. And then it like tackles her because he's like, you're crazy.
I don't care too much for the other two sisters. Well, the one that's the oldest, that looks like a secretary, it's kind of interesting.
She's kind of interesting because she's like, I don't trust anyone.
Yeah,
I'm paranoid.
Apparently she was right, too.
Yeah, she was right. She's like, see what I mean?
The youngest sister is whatever. She's kind of like She has some personality. Like I like when they were taking them taking the selfie was by far the best scene for me, opposed to the end, because it was just them all showing their personality and being funny. But yeah, seeing the youngest sister like try to climb over the couch,
like, well, I kind of want to be on this too.
So really cool characters. I like the other characters that showed up, the new light characters. Specifically, I think her name was Lesser, the one that they were chasing the whole episode.
Yeah.
Because her mix-up was the whole like catalyst for everything.
Yeah, it was very stock barrel and... Fuck, I always forget the name of this.
Yeah, you reference it a lot.
I do reference a lot. Because it's such a good, funny movie. Stock, lock, and 2 smoking barrels. There we go.
Woo!
That kind of moment where it's just like, oh no, lots of crazy stuff's happening, and then begins this like whole crazy chase.
Mm-hmm. I like that the group is incompetent as opposed to them being like saints or something.
You're very incompetent for a terrorist group.
They're just very stupid.
Yeah.
Like to the point where they just mix up suitcases or whatever. So that's cute. I don't know, and this whole conspiracy mystery thing going on right now where there's like a sniper and Mordred is taking over and has the original sword of, what was the sword called again? Cortana, yes. Cortana, blah, blah, blah.
Not to be confused with Cortana.
Yeah, that's how I was going to remember it.
The interface that you use.
Mordred has Siri, and Alexa. I shouldn't say her name too loud because she'll respond to it.
Yeah, right? How can I help you?
Yeah, no, I love the setup for this arc. I can't believe that there's only, like, the second episode of this arc. I hope this arc lasts another 2 to 3 episodes at least, because I really want to see them flesh out this storyline. Plus, Index was really cute this episode, too.
Yeah, she was. The way she was...
sleeping.
Yeah, just sleeping. I ate, so I'm just gonna fall asleep half the scenes. I'm like, alright, do what you normally do and not be involved with the plot.
Mm-hmm. There was also that one scene with Kanzaki where she just stares at them for like 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah, that was so weird. They're like, you need to dress formally. And for some reason, she just turns to Toma and just looks at him for 6 seconds. And then she just like starts speaking out and blushing. I'm like, what? What? Okay, sure.
But... yeah, no, very good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very classic Index. Very good. Reminds me of the golden days of the show. So, still no Misaka, but that's alright. It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine. It won't be fine if, for some reason, Misaka shows up next episode and she's, like, on a trip to Britain for some reason, and then she sees all this shit going on, and she's like, no. Toma's got this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy a cup of tea. Alright, let's move on to Dakaretai, episode 11. Is that really the picture that you use?
That's the best picture I can find for the show.
Fair enough. So this was very, this is a very scandalous episode.
This episode was just them trying to out-scandal each other.
Well, not scandal each other. They were trying to save each other. They were trying to out-save each other.
Out-save each other via working with the guy to get more... which one has the most scandalous material that he can work with.
Literally. Excuse me. So, Saijo breaks up with Junta. They have weird breakup sex in a cheap motel.
I didn't get that scene. That scene was weird.
I was like, oh god.
I'm breaking up with you. I'm breaking up with you. Okay, let's have sex.
I was like, oh god, I'm getting first episode flashbacks. But then they go back to filming. Saijo's, even though that picture was posted in the tabloids, he's still working, being professional. That super producer who fired him from the other film shows up, then tries to sleep with him for reasons.
So one of the problems I had with this episode is that I feel like a lot of characters had moments that were out of character and they didn't earn. Like, yeah, that producer guy trying to sleep with Saito didn't make any sense. Saijo. That scene where I forget his name, but the other guy who was a rival and had his own arc, he tries to patch things up between Junta and Saijo.
And I think in his own little way, he was like cheering for them.
Yeah, like he's cheering them on, but I feel like he never worked toward that moment. Like when did we cross that bridge where he's not a dick anymore?
I would like to say it was around summer. Like when the Hawaii episode, he was like chill. He wasn't like...
He was chill, but he wasn't like rooting for them or anything. He was just kind of like, alright, you guys do your thing. I don't know, I feel like there's a difference between him being...
Oh, no. I wouldn't say that. It was after the play. Because they got really close.
Yeah, I guess so. And there was one other scene, but I forgot what it was. That was kind of like weird.
Scene was weird. I'm like, you can't say which scene was weird. I feel like it was all very weird. This is a weird episode.
Oh, I feel like Saijo's just like his endorsement of Shunta, like I'm willing to ruin my career. Like I get it.
Oh yeah.
But
like, girl, you gotta eat.
Yeah, that's a bit out of nowhere. Especially him being so foreign about it, because he's usually so, tsundere about everything. So him just suddenly being like, no, he's more talented than me. He's better than I will ever be, and I will support him, even if it means I starve to death and have no career ever. Like, it's not really in character for him to say or do, especially around this random, producer guy who just tried to sleep with him for some reason. I feel like if he said that to Chunta and they had like this moment and they're like, listen, I'm doing this because you're better than me, and he had like this weird, like he had this moment of like clarity where he has to get it off his chest, it would make more sense than him getting it off his chest to this random dude who's a producer.
I don't know. My theory for that is, as of not so much talent, I think he just didn't want to say it outright to Osaka's face. I think he just wanted to say, like, basically, I love him and I don't want to fuck up his career because I don't want his career to be fucked up because of me. I think he's trying to like take responsibility and like protect him, and this is like the best way. I know in my mind it was definitely over the top explanation to the guy, but like, I understand what he's trying to do. I do think he has like some pull to survive, like, because mind you, this guy's career is way shorter than Saijo's. Saijo's been doing this since he was a child.
I also didn't like Chunta's strategy of like, all right, well, I'm gonna just hook up with this woman and ruin her career, so that, like, that's a bit. I feel like that's totally out of character for him, unless it's like part of a plan.
No, he's first of all, Chunta he's a low-key sociopath. Like,
he is a sociopath, but I feel like he would be a sociopath in the other direction. Like, instead of ruining someone else's career, he would hunt down this paparazzi dude and be like, listen, I got dirt on you now, bitch. Like, he would blackmail him on something. I feel like that'd be the approach he would take, especially because he did it before with the other guy. Instead of playing into this whole game that's being set up for him, like the whole, I'll just set somebody else up to make the blackmailer happy.
I mean, the whole point is like the blackmailer is like, I don't know, he's just a cameraman. Like, oh no, the worst case, he gets fired from his CD job and gets employed at another CD job.
I feel like Junta would have some kind of he's a crazy dude. He'd probably fucking put a knife to his throat. I would believe he would put a knife to his throat faster than I would believe that he would fall for this thing where he's trying to blackmail someone else just to make this camera guy happy.
I don't think he's trying to blackmail someone else. He's just trying to get, like, he's just literally just like, I'll give you a hot scoop if you leave.
If you leave us alone.
Yeah,
but
you decide you're alone. That's that.
I don't feel like he plays into those rules, though. Like, his whole character is him being...
I know,
against that kind of stuff. Like,
I don't know. I prefer that over him, because like I said, a big thing that I've always hated about Shonen Eyes is when, like, the guy who's the more dominant in the relationship is always like, I have the answer to everything. Watch me do everything. and I never have to struggle except for like my love for you. That's the only thing I have to struggle with. But everything else, I'm totally cool, totally collected, totally badass, super great all the time. I hate that trope. It's
I would have loved to see him do something at least a little bit more yandere-ish.
I appreciate that he also has to take some kind of L.
I mean, he could also just lose his career too and be like, whatever, fuck you. I don't give a shit about my career. I care more about Sidra than I care about my career. I don't know. I feel like this is set up for the sake of the arc. I feel like there's other ways they could deal with this blackmailing thing than just dancing to the tune of this random paparazzi.
And then the next episode is where they both just secretly plot to have said photographer killed.
Yeah, then that's fine. Together. That would be fine.
And then they make love. Oh my god, that would be my episode of the week. No matter what would happen, goes on the week. Just on principle. We need to have like a crazy yandere, like Sean and I. That's not.
I feel like there are a couple.
There's one that was like really uncomfortable, but I wouldn't even call that a yaoi. It was like in a yaoi direction. It wasn't good. It wasn't very good at all. Everyone was just really weird and kind of like, yeah, I'm murder, but I'm gonna lick your face. Like, they're all
sounds
crazy.
About right. All right, move on to the last show of the week.
Right. Last, but certainly not least, Senran Kagura, episode 10.
Mm-hmm. How many Hot Spring episodes have we had in this season so far? Is this like
the second one?
I think it's the third one. Is it?
I guess I'm losing count.
This was a mixed episode too. Like there was the whole. I don't know if I should speak about this now or wait till the end of the series, but like due to my final thoughts. But I have a lot of mixed feelings about this show, in particular with the characters. Like, I'm liking Yumi, who I usually don't like or don't care much about.
Yeah, lots of Yumi.
Lots of Yumi. I'm not liking Asuka because she's kind of gloomy and downy as opposed to her usual peppy, happy self all the time. I don't know, just I don't know how to feel about these characters all of a sudden. Like, my whole Senran Kagura rankings have just been turned upside down.
Yeah, well, this series is very Yumi-centric.
Yeah.
Like, holy yeah, just all about it. First of all, I feel like her and... Is it me, or did I not... Or did you feel any sexual tension between her and Fubuki?
I was going to mention it in the episode, but I was like, that's too low-hanging fruit for me. I'm like, Jesus. Yeah, they were... Every other scene with them together, they were naked. And they were, like, together in the tub and everything. And they were, like, blushing at each other. I don't know.
I'm like, Yumi, just kiss her already.
They're definitely setting up that ship.
They really are. Also, I'm just like, how do you just share a hotel with, like, your mortal enemy and just, like, not kill each other?
That was kind of... That's what I like. Like, the Senran Kagura thing is that they're all enemies, but they're always just find excuses to be naked around each other or play, like, strip ping pong or something like that. Like, we're enemies, but we'll just whatever. Fuck it.
That's good.
We'll kill each other tomorrow. For now, we're playing strip ping pong.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes, and I had to point out. So, this episode, timestamped at 7 minutes and 11 seconds.
The quality face of
Minori, aka Snail.
I'm gonna try to post the picture on the podcast right now so you can see the face. She holds that face for like 5 or 6 seconds.
Oh my! And like, it looks awful. I was like, wait, go back. This is some high school DxD type of crazy. Oh, like her face just becomes a amorphous blob. But like, I'm like, where is your face? What happened to it? Literally just turns into like a circle.
Quality faces, and they had to save the budget for the crazy ass Naruto battle at the end.
It wasn't even that long. It was actually very short,
but it was just still stupid. Still Naruto levels of stupid.
Oh.
With the giant ice spear and the energy blast, like lightning.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, I'm not supposed to win this battle, and she just
loses.
She just loses on purpose. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, did you have to get hit by the giant ice spear though? You just dodge it and be like, "Hey, I don't want to fight anymore. I win. I mean, I lose. You win. I surrender."
Yeah. No, we needed dramatic tension. She needed to like get stabbed by the ice spear and then revert back to her lowly form,
which had clothes on.
Even though she had like no clothes on before.
Yeah, she got knocked out. Her clothes came off, and then she reverts to her kid form, which had clothes on.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Senran Kagura logic.
Also, yeah. Speaking of that, when she got the pool, why was her ass so huge? Why does she have such a big ass? It's like, what's going on with her ass long? She's like 8 years old.
Her ass is like bigger than her head.
I was like, what? I'm like, yes, I get it. For all the people who want to like, who are all lollies, like enjoy your lolly, but like, damn, like what?
Kagura has a bigger ass than anyone else on the show, right? Like, for no reason.
Like big booty lolly, like oh Jesus! I was like, wait, why is her butt so big? Why the bigger than like Yumi's or something?
Did you catch where they didn't censor Kagura's, but where they censored the other girl standing next to her? There was like a white light blocking her.
Fubuki?
No, whoever was next to Kagura when they were taking a shower. And all you could see was Kagura's giant ass, but the girl that she was showering with was like her ass was censored off.
Yeah, they were like, we need to divert everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Oh my god, such a big booty.
But yeah, no, this was a decent episode. It had its fan service in it.
Yeah, it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I do have to agree philosophically with, because at first I was kind of agreeing with Fubuki's point of view, like, oh well, I mean, yeah, she's half Yoma, and you guys are all killing Yoma. It kind of sucks. You know, I get her point why she wants to kill you guys.
Yeah.
But then when they explained the case to the other ninjas, Miyabi and Homura kind of just like had a huge good point in that, yeah, well, Yoma killed my family, so fuck them. I'm killing them. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys both just kill each other, so why are you? Why?
Yeah, you can't act like you're innocent. Like
yeah.
You guys, whatever the reason, like you guys also just killed
the
people.
Other. Yeah, like, and then Miyabi, I think, was at one point was like, wasn't your family killed by Yoma too? Like, isn't your whole school founded by people whose parents were killed by Yoma? So. Yeah, Fubuki's not a special case. I don't feel sorry for her anymore. Like, literally every character's parents was killed by Yoma or something. So
yeah,
I could kind of see why they don't give a shit that Fubuki's parents or mother was sealed by a ninja.
Not even killed. Yeah, I couldn't see my mom again. I'm like, at least she's alive.
Yeah, so sorry, Fubuki. Not on your side anymore.
Yeah, word. Fuck you. Actually,
what a dick! I can't believe she. Also, there was no Senko or Gecko this episode, so
why?
Boo.
Yeah, bring back the twins who do nothing.
Who just get beaten up. Who were a threat in the beginning for the first like 3 episodes, and now are just like fodder to get beaten up by everybody.
Yeah.
All right. I think that about wraps up this week in anime. We are approaching the end of this season, so keep an eye out for the whatchamacallit,
the preview.
Yes, the anime preview for winter 2019 soon. And if you did enjoy this podcast, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing so you can keep up to date with all of our lovely videos. If you'd be so inclined, you can also follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over at our Discord. And if you want to go that extra mile, you can donate to us on Patreon and join all these lovely patrons on screen right now who make the show possible. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'll keep out for Oni's new grunge band called Beef a Fish.
Yes, I'm getting that started soon. Beef a Fish. If you guys
also
applications in the link below.
Also, I'm mad they actually mentioned that like
this episode.
Yeah, so like the first, like literally like when that's one of the first lines.
I think the Beef or Fish thing is going to be a plot point.
Oh god! Only I knew which one they wanted, beef or fish.
All right. Well. This has been Sobroni and
Drooby doo.
And I'll catch you guys next week. Later.
Bye.